whole thing? Yes, he is. There we go. Hey, Tanya, welcome in. Tanya, how are you doing? Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Oh, they're totaling it out. Did you get a good price for it? I hope you got a good price for it. A good exchange rate at least. I know it's a pain in the ass. I'm gonna get another new car. What a pain in the butt. So sorry. Oh, you're still waiting to hear from them. How are you doing health-wise? How's your health? Dear. Right. Georgia Peach, welcome in. Georgia Peach, how are you doing? My stomach is... Oh, it's been awful today. Oh, okay. Liz, welcome in. I hope your stomach feels better. Are you at work right now? Georgia Peach doing really good. Went back to work today. It was a slow day today. I kind of figured it would be. Oh, you are? Okay. Liz, how are you doing? How's everything in the East Coast right now? Hope all is well. Oh, you're doing good. All right. Amber UGC was really good. Thank you so much for asking. Went really well today. It was slow. I know, our Christmas tree recipes. Yeah, we got our Valentine's Day tree up. We got little hearts. It was a slow day today, but it was a good way to catch up with everybody, see how everybody was doing. Tanya, he didn't show up today. He decided that today wasn't an important day to come to school. So I was looking for him though, but he didn't come today. I hope you had a good Christmas. Get to catch up with everybody. Yeah, Tanya, I agree. Sometimes it's a little bit too difficult for him. I think homeschooling him would be good. He'd do really good with one of those schools where you go for the day and get all your assignments for the week and you do them at home and then turn it back in. Yeah. Schooling system, not for everybody. Not for everyone. We'll begin in a couple of minutes. We're just waiting for 10 minutes after the hour. Or 20 people, whichever we get first. How was everybody's day today? How's the weather? It was 69 degrees today, I think. Let me see what our weather was. It was a little windy today. Yes, it was 72. It's going to be in the 70s all week. There's going to be no winter this year. No winter. Prince Hairflip, how are you doing? Oh, it's cold in Kentucky, Amber? I should have laid in bed all day with my work laptop on my bed moving that. Liz, you're the reason why we all have to go back to work in the office. Yeah, it was a nice, Georgia Peach was a nice 3 weeks off. Very rested. It was rainy and difficult day for. Oh, wait, welcome back. Where's the difficulty at? Liz, you're funny. That's so funny. We'll begin in a couple of minutes. We're just waiting for 10 minutes after the hour or 20 people in the room. Oh, work is difficult right now? Oh, okay. Well, this is our hour to delve right into peace. Who's on the heated rival train wagon? I feel a little guilty asking. Who is on the heated rival train wagon? Prince Airlet. Welcome to those of you on YouTube. I want to see what's his name on Seth Meyers tonight. Was it? I get them confused. Connor Hudson. Connor Hudson is Shane, right? Prince Hairflip. I was in a daze for like 2 weeks. Oh, Liz, you haven't seen it yet? Oh my gosh. It's really good. I was so mesmerized for like days. You know how on the internet they have these like conversations about shows? So like the first week is like the inner circle. Yeah, Liz, you have to watch it. It's like the inner circle, and then as it progresses, it gains more fans. Welcome to those of you who are in YouTube. Yeah, Liz, and I read the book soon afterwards, and I'm finishing up the first one. And I want to read supposedly the second season. So I'm gonna read that one next. See what happens. Georgia Peach. Look up the description. It's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. It's a little bit what can I say? We'll just say it's not for everybody. Yeah, it is hot though. I was like, what? It is one of those things that you have to. It has to be the genre that you like. I really enjoyed it though. It was very true. It was a very. I related to a lot of the scenes in that show, so it was really good. All right, let's go ahead and begin. Let's say hello to those of you who are on YouTube right now. I'm glad we're able to have. Yes, I totally agree. And Liz, I'm happy that it came out from Canada and not the United States. Because from what I hear, the United States, they wanted to edit a couple of things, or they wanted to rearrange some things. Like, nah, we can do that here. Wait, it's called Heated Rivalry. It's on HBO. One of those HBO shows. Okay. Hey, Wild Faith, welcome in. Let's set the timer for 1 minute. We're going to set the timer for 1 minute because we want to tap away on our screen there, because we want our standard base goal of 40K. Let's see if we can get to 40K before the end of the hour. This will push out the live feed onto the For You page. And then let's set up a goal here. Let's do, let's edit this, the hand hearts. And let's do something fun. Let's see if we can do dolphins. Let's do 20 dolphins. See if we can get that. All right, there's our minute. If we can get to 10K before the end of the first book, will be on our goal. Liz, I have a ton of these at work. I bought this one yesterday from the store. I bought this one from the store. Reminding me of time maths. I use these for reading. I bought this one at the store, but it doesn't buzz at the end as loud as I would like it. So I just love these things. It keeps everything structured. Oh, do you have white ones that work? Yeah, I love these. They're very simple, very clear, very simple to use. Okay, I can't remember, but I think Women's History Month is in March. I can't remember. I remember something in January, and I've been trying to look for it, but I just have to go back. Anyways, we're gonna be starting the January stories with Little Leaders, Bold Women, and Black History. We're gonna be celebrating Women's History Month. I think it's January, from what I remember. Maybe it's like in March. But we're just gonna take this a small little story about iconic women in children's literature. We're just going to take some stories, we're going to read it, and then, especially in these times, because our world, you need good movies to distract you from this world, because, I don't know. I just have to take a deep breath and hope for the best. All right, today we're going to read about Harriet Tubman, 1822 to 1913. And we do have some new pictures from our friend. Hey, Corey, welcome in. Billy Cody. I think we'll wait till she comes in. I don't think I've seen her come in yet. But we did get some new pictures from Billy Cody, so we'll be looking at those also. Harriet Tubman, abolitionist, nurse, scout, and spy. We love a good spy. One of 9 children, Harriet was born into slavery under the name Arminta Harriet Ross. Both her parents were West Africans, hailing from the Ashanti warrior people, while many of her siblings were sold and traded throughout her youth. When she was 15, Harriet was accidentally hit in the head with an iron weight and fell into a coma for 3 days. Her brain injury resulted in narcolepsy, a permanent disorder that caused her to fall asleep at random times. Fearing her enslaver would eventually discover her injury, she decided to run away to avoid the risk of being sold or traded. After escaping to freedom in 1842, Harriet could have stayed in the North, but now she knew it was possible to escape. She wanted a return for her family and anyone else she could rescue. Over the course of 11 years, she returned to the South 13 times and led more than 70 men, women, and children to freedom and safety via the secret system called the Underground Railroad. Known as a conductor, Harriet never lost a passenger on her journeys. Even though it was dangerous, Harriet continually put her life at risk to save others. It wasn't the last time. During the Civil War, Harriet served as an army nurse and went undercover as a spy for the North. Harriet was also looking to help other people. What very little she had, she gave away to others. She lived in poverty most of her life and donated her time, money, and property to people in need. In 2016, the U.S. Treasury announced a historic proposal to change the $20 bill. It would replace the longtime face of it, Andrew Jackson, with Harriet, making her the first woman on the front of any U.S. paper currency. There's a house by where I grew up. Oh, nice. That's right. Was it Pennsylvania? Okay, Miss Harriet Tubman. There's our little picture there. For those of you who were with us yesterday, I purchased this book while I was in Colorado. Great deal. 2 cents. It was at the secondhand bookstore that I found in a pile of these. So, Little Leaders, Bold Women in Black History. Definitely a 10. Definitely a 10. And definitely in these times. Because We have to take a deep breath anytime we talk about what's going on in our world today. All right, in the comment section, let's see what everybody's thinking. We're not going to count that one as a book. We're just going to read it as a reflection piece. Yeah, 10, Amber UGC. We're just going to read it as a reflection piece because we always need something that's going to start the live on a good note. Tonight we're drinking peach flavored tea with a vanilla syrup base. Missouri. Oh, okay. Wild Faith 10, Brooke Comer 10 out of 10. Oh, not in Pennsylvania, Missouri. Oh, okay. I have to figure out my history. Okay, let's go ahead and tap for 1 minute. We're going to set the timer for 1 minute. Our goal tonight is going to be 40K. What we're trying to do is we're trying to get to 10K after each book. If we can get to 10K after each book, then that's a guarantee that we're going to get our 40 goal. And then anything afterwards is just more. Yes, a good tone for book time. I totally agree with you, Wild Faith. A good way to start the live. Yesterday, we started with some social emotional books. We love a good social emotional book. Anything that can get us thinking about how to cope. Because in these times, in the winter times, sometimes, people deal with seasonal depression. When it's winter time and there's clouds and it's dark, the nights are short, it kind of affects people's moods. Hey, Flowers from the Attic, welcome in. So it's always a good time just to sit back, check in with yourself, check in with your mental health. How am I doing? How am I doing? I was excited to go back to work this morning. I need to get back in my routine. I need my routines. As fun as it is wandering around in my head, need a good routine, put things back in order. Today we're going to read about, an unlikely pair of a potato and a pink flamingo and a girl. We love a good mint color. The little potato. Sorry. Oh, that was a good way to put the copyright information here. Flamingo, are you okay? Potato hurt my feelings. Aw. So there's our little friend there. Flamingo, are you okay? She's checking in with her friend. Potato hurt my feelings. And then look at Potato. Thank you so much, Flowers from the Attic. I appreciate that. There's Potato hiding. He did something wrong and he knows. He's up there hiding. Whatever he said completely deflated Flamingo. He is down in the dumps. Oh no. But you and Potato are such good friends. What happened? We were having fun playing superheroes, but then he said something really mean. Oh, Flamingo, I'll go talk to him. So here they are having a lot of fun. Looks like they were playing good guys, bad guys. He's Potato got a little bit too happy. Hurt Flamingo's feelings. I'll go talk to him. Hi, Potato. It's not my fault. Whose fault is it when you say mean things? Mine. It's all my fault. Oh, Potato. She's gonna go up to that clubhouse. She's gonna go find out what's going on. He's in a huff. Flamingo will never want to be my friend again. I feel terrible. I think I know what would help. So we haven't discovered yet what it is that actually hurt his feelings. A sandwich? That's a good idea. No, not a sandwich, an apology. You want me to tell Flamingo I'm sorry? Uh-oh. What if instead I run away to the South Pole to live with the penguins? I don't think that would help. So they're trying to come up with an idea, but Potato's running from the responsibility of saying, I'm sorry. He's going to go run away with the penguins. You can run, but you can't hide. Or what if I put on a disguise and we can all pretend I'm somebody else? I don't think that would help either. Or what if I give Flamingo all of my money? No. Oh, good, because I don't have any money. He's going to give away his responsibility. Potato, you have to tell Flamingo you're sorry. But that's so hard. Saying I'm sorry is maybe the hardest thing to say in the entire world. Even harder when saying Salum Tubersum. That's a fancy way of saying potato. There. She's already on to the grasshopper. She's like, I am not going to play this game. Potato, do you feel sorry? The sorriest. And you know what you did was wrong. The wrongiest. Then you already did the hard part. Now you just have to tell Flamingo. Well, howdy, partners. Or partners. Mind if I play with you cowpokes? Like, uh-oh. I know it's you, Potato. Oh. Don't you have something to say? Yes, I do, Flamingo. I just want to say that I was only joking and it wasn't my fault. And, Potato. And he's getting super anxious. He doesn't want to say that sorry. I'm sorry. That's a cute, I love that they use 2 pages for that in really big words. Look at his face. You really hurt my feelings. I know, I'm sorry. And I still feel pretty upset. I'm so sorry. I feel really, really bad about it, and I know there's nothing I can do to take it back. But I hope one day we can be friends again. Aw. Flamingo. Potato. Guess I'll just take my really cool cowboy costume and go. Potato, it might be nice if we had somebody else to play with. Me. Oh, he got really excited. They invited him back. And it might be nice if I had a hug from my friend. Me. Aw. I like how they didn't tell us what happened. I'm so sorry. Friends? See, that wasn't so hard, was it? It was really hard, but it was so worth it. I like this picture. They look happy. And then they go running off to play. Why did you bring me here? It's so hot. I'm sorry. It's so funny how they ended it with these penguins. Hey, Dana, welcome in. The end. I'm sorry. Definitely a 10. Definitely a 10. If you weren't here yesterday, we got this really nice series where you get I'm sorry, I'm sad, and I'm worried. Good ways to start conversations about little everyday things that come up that might affect your mood or might affect other people. All right, what is everybody thinking in the comments section? We first started with little leaders. Then we segued into I'm sorry, too. In the comment section, let's see what everybody's thinking. Wild Faith, 8, it was cute. Amber, 10. I give it a 10. I really like social emotional books. Good conversation starters. Chiquita, welcome in. Chiquita, how's everything going? Give it a 10. Chiquita, how was your Christmas? How was your New Year's? How's everything in Texas going? Brooke Comer, 9 out of 10. All right, let's set the timer for 1 minute. Guys, you have already surpassed the 10K. Excellent job. That means that we are on track to reach 40K by the end of the live. You guys are doing a fantastic job. Thank you guys so much. It does not go unnoticed. I know that it's kind of annoying sometimes to be tapping the screen, but thank you guys for doing that. I really appreciate it. It really does help push the live out into the FYP. So much to save us a little space. How are the kids doing? As long as the kids are doing good. Team Emmerich, well, welcome in. Team Emmerich. I was in Colorado for the week for 4 days. All right, 10 seconds. Oh, kids are good. All right. Hey, Samantha, welcome in. Samantha, welcome back. We haven't seen you in a while. Happy New Year. Okay, let's dig into this. We have transitioned over to Valentine's Day. For those of you who haven't noticed, we brought out the Valentine's Day tree. We took down Christmas yesterday. We started Valentine's Day. That means that we're going to be reading a lot of Valentine's Day titles. We did bring out the Valentine's Day books that we had. Oh, do you have that flu that's going around? We do have Valentine's Day, and then the middle week of January is the Chinese New Year. So we brought out our Chinese New Year books. And Amy Wu, we love a good Amy Wu. Oh, the rainbow butterfly. Oh yeah, I got these in Colorado. I hope you had a good Christmas. It was a good Christmas and New Year's. Thank you so much, Chiquita. I really appreciate that. I was in Colorado visiting a friend, and we went to the plant arboretum, one of the plant places, and they had these little butterflies. There's a little magnet underneath there. When I saw them, I thought, oh, I have to get these. They're layered too. I thought they would be really pretty right here. And then this is the red one here. Nice. They're just kind of there fluttering. All right, the next book that we're going to read is called A Day It Rained Hearts. I think I remember getting this one because it had these little hearts all over the place. Time just goes by so fast. You have to appreciate the little things. You open it up, you get this really cute end page. Really, this would be a really great wallpaper and accent wall for a little room. The Day It Rained Hearts. This came out in 1983, so you know this one's going to be a good one. One day it started raining hearts. Oh, Dana, do you? Oh, they remind you of your mom? Oh, I love that. Good reminder. Little hearts. And Cornelia Augusta caught one. Cornelia Augusta. That's a good name. Cornelia Augusta, she was outside. She caught a heart, and then she caught another. And another. It wasn't very hard, so she caught some more. So there's more hearts. Some more hearts in her little raincoat there. It must be getting close to Valentine's Day, she thought. So it stopped raining. Out comes the moon. We love a good moon in children's literature. And she set to work making valentines. The hearts she caught would make perfect cards. Oh, so she gathered all the little hearts there. Miss Cornelia Augusta. And she's going to go make Valentine's Day cards out of them. I like this little light that's coming out here. The dark, surrounding the dark there. Cornelia Augusta saw that all of her hearts were different. So she laid them out there on the ground. She looked at each one from the front, from the back, and the side, and decided which ones would be just right for each of her friends. Isn't that sweet? I love this book. She found 7 that were more or less alike and strung them together with a needle and thread. I know just the right person for this one, she thought. Then Cornelia Augusta took an especially handsome heart and pasted it on a piece of paper. A handsome heart. Interesting 2 words to put together. A handsome heart. In the center of the heart, she glued a cotton ball, one that was very white and very soft, and she knew instantly who this card would be for. Oh, okay, so she took a piece of paper, made the little heart, put some cotton on it. She knows who that one's going to be for. Cornelia Augusta had 8 hearts left. On the largest one, she drew circles and then very carefully cut them out. There's a little spool of thread and a needle. Just going to work on the second one. The other hearts were so small, she arranged all of them one piece on one piece of paper. Around the hearts, she painted patterns of many colors. Then she folded her design in half. So she put some hearts on there, and then she got some paints and started painting. Weren't those fun, Dana? That's so crazy, huh? Because I remember the teachers used to give us far enough time in advance, and they would say, bring a shoebox or bring some type of box. And back then, you could just bring any. You went to Payless, you had a shoebox. There was no doubt in her mind who would receive these. So she already knew she already personalized these. She already knew. Cornelia Augusta put a stamp on each of her valentines and mailed them. So all the little cards she made, she put them in these little envelopes. She addressed them personally. And then she put them in the mailbox. It never rained hearts again. Not where Cornelia Augusta lived, anyway. So let's see who she gave these hearts to. So you got a little dog here who got some hearts. And then a little mouse. Oh, a heart with some cheese holes in it. But it didn't matter. Oh, the turtle is the one that got the little watercolors. I know, it's a huge dog, huh? It's like a wolf. Because next year, oh, there's the first one, heart with the cotton in the middle, the little cottontail. And the next, and all the years after that, Cornelia Augusta found other ways to make valentines. Look at the little trees with the hearts on them. This book takes me back. I don't remember reading it when I was a kid, but it reminds me of the books that we used to read. The end. The Day It Rained Hearts. This was a good one. A very simple story, simple illustrations, but it just takes you back. The Day It Rained Hearts. Definitely give this one a 10. Definitely give this one a 10. All right, let's set the timer for 1 minute. Let's tap, tap, tap. You guys have already hit your goal. You guys are doing a fantastic job. Thank you guys so much. If we can, our goal for tonight is going to be 40K. If we can do 10K per book, we're already ahead of the game. And looks like we're right at the line. Let's keep pushing forward. Let's keep moving forward. Tap, tap, tap. In the comment section, let's see what everybody's thinking. We started with Little Leaders 1. Then we read I'm Sorry 2. And then we just finished with The Day It Rained Hearts 3. I'm going to go with 3. This is a good one. This is a good Valentine's Day book. It's like one of those ones that you would find traditionally. Samantha 3 with some pink hearts. I agree. Wild Faith 1. Yeah, it's good to get delved into history. Yeah, such men. Georgia Peach. I agree. All right, let's stop that. All right. Let's look into the stats and see what we have today. We still have a lot of good books left. This one's called Slippery, Spicy, and Tingly. We love a good children's book that has to deal with food. Chiquita 2, Wild Faith 1. Slippery, Spicy, Tingly. We have all the vegetables to make something good. We've got some garlic, some green onions, carrots, chilies, lettuce, cabbage maybe. Oh, Slippery, Spicy, Tingly, a kimchi mystery. Has anybody had kimchi before? I had kimchi a while ago. Interesting. Slippery, spicy, tingly. I spread you on my toast. I tuck you into my burger. I scatter you over my pizza. Oh, kimchi, I can't eat without you. So it looks like kimchi's, I think it's Korean. I was singing my song one frosty morning when Holmani burst through the door. This was strange. She lived far away and only visited in the summer. I came to make you a special kimchi, she said. Would her special kimchi make me grow 3 inches taller, or sprout wings, or do a backflip? I knew she was up to something. Behind her smiley face, she could be as slippery, spicy, and tingly as kimchi. She looked inside our refrigerator and frowned. All factory-made kimchi. Hey, Natalia, welcome in. Natalia, how you doing? Are you still in the hospital? Uma winked at me. Halmani wants to spend more time with you. Not sure. Halmani was way too busy. I'm a super senior. Thanks to kimchi, I'm well preserved. She couldn't keep still. So Halmani, she loves to keep busy, but she's a little bit older. Halmani gave me an extra tingly look. You are my treasure, Kyo. Not true. She cared about other things, not me. So there's Kyo. There's Halmani. Pain and Ben, I've been trying to distract myself. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Natalia. She cared about odd things. So these are all the things that Halmani cared about. Odd things. Tools. Instead of making kimchi that day, Halmani went shopping for a humongous clay jar. It was so big I could fit inside. She cleaned and shined it. When she slept, she kept it by her side. I bet she put her real treasure inside it, whatever that was. So she got this big jar here with the light. You take the strong because they make my heart. Oh yeah, that's a horrible feeling too. Halmoni didn't make kimchi the following day either. Instead, she got a shovel and began to dig a pit in the backyard. Even after the sunset, she kept digging deeper and deeper. The hole was so deep, I could fit inside. So there's Kyo. There's Halmani. Halmani just burst. She came out of nowhere. Said she wanted to make some kimchi. And now she's digging a hole in the backyard. But I love this like peach, almost it's like a peach color, like a tan color over filter. Just before bedtime, I crept outside and looked down into the pit. Nothing was in there. All I smelled was dirt and trouble. Suddenly it hit me. Was Halmoni digging her own grave? I felt a frost in my bones. I much preferred her being slippery, spicy, tingly, and not dead. Is she digging her own grave, Halmani? In the morning, I woke up worried. Halmani, are you dying? Not yet. I'm super senior. She shimmied out with her jar and put it in the pit all by herself. See, kimchi slows my aging, she cackled with laughter. I breathed a sigh of relief. Hamoni gave me a slippery look. Just wait, Kyo, you'll see. Sure, I said. No doubt she'd hide her secret treasure in the underground jar. I imagined raking my fingers through a jar full of diamonds. I'd be able to buy a lifetime supply of kimchi. I think Hamani, she might be having a manic episode. I think she might be having a manic episode. She just came out of nowhere. The next day, cabbages invaded our kitchen. Let's make kimchi together. Hamoni gathered Uma, Appa, and me. She began to sing. Uma, Appa, and I echoed her song. Yeah. Something's up with Halmoni. It's not normal. She usually comes during the summertime, but she came in the winter, filled with a lot of energy, and then she starts digging a hole in the backyard. Kimchi tastes better when many hands make it together, Halmoni said. I guess making it together was what she meant by special kimchi. When I was little, kimchi was the only vegetable we had in the cold, hungry winter. I pretended to listen, but all I could think about was her mysterious treasure. Here, taste the fresh kimchi. She put it in my mouth. Yikes, too crunchy, not slippery, spicy, or tingly wet yet. So there's a big vat of kimchi that they're all making together. Kimchi is like this. It almost looks like, it's not pasta, but it looks like this. Yeah, it's like a vegetable and it's got this red sauce over it. Sometimes I think you can eat it either cold or hot. After turning 100 heads of cabbages into kimchi, I couldn't keep my eyes open anymore. I said goodnight to the cabbages and headed to bed. In a spooky voice, Halmoni sang, the night I dreamed, or Halmoni sang, dead cabbages come alive, soaked in salt water, droopy and pale, to put you to sleep. That night I dreamed of cabbages rolling into my bedroom and tickling my feet. Cabbage soaked in spices. Thank you. It kind of has like a tangy flavor to it. Yes, cabbage. Yeah, it's kind of like a weird flavor to it. Not one of my favorites. When I woke up late the next morning, Halmoni was gone. Uma shrugged. She had to leave early to catch the train. As suddenly as she came, excuse me, Uma, I ran to the backyard to check the jar. The pit was covered up as if it had never been there. Halmoni must have hidden it after I went to bed. I fought the urge to dig it out. She'd certainly return for her treasure. The longer I waited, the more tingly I became. A day felt like a week felt like a month, and a month felt like a year. One morning, Uma squatted in the backyard where the pit had been. I was the only one who knew about Halmoni's treasure. Halmoni called. She said it's time. Uma pushed the snow and the dirt aside. The lid of Halmoni's jar appeared. Oh, so she made it and she stored it in the dirt. My mouth dropped when I opened the jar. It's full of kimchi. Well preserved and aged, like Halmoni, said Uma. Try it. Uma put a piece into her mouth. My teeth bit down on it. Slippery, spicy, and tingly. Perfectly ripe. Uma smiled. Natural storage makes kimchi taste Best. So, remember at the beginning of the story, she opened the refrigerator and said that they had kimchi in there, but it was processed. It wasn't like, it was store bought. So I guess this is how you make like real kimchi. You store it in the ground. All through the winter, we ate Halmoni's kimchi. On a late spring day, I took the last head of kimchi out of the jar. Then I saw something at the bottom. A note. A shiver ran down my back. So they had that kimchi stored, and they'd go get it. I guess it's cultural. They stored in the dirt. My hands twitched as I unwrapped it. The note read, "My love preserved for you, Kyo Halmoni." Kyo Halmoni. Oh, she wrote a little note, put it at the bottom there. Uma winked at me. You could ask for no deeper love. True. I felt tingly at heart. I was Halmoni's treasure. The end. It says, when I was a little girl growing up in Korea, my grandmother would dig a pit in the yard every autumn and bury an enormous clay jar. She kept it underground all winter and treated it as if it were her number one treasure. I didn't know what she hid inside. It could have been a dead pet or a favorite old shoe, or possibly golden coins. A couple of years later, when the first frost came, I joined my grandmother and neighbors in making winter kimchi for the first time. We all had different roles. I was the salter, sprinkler salt over the cabbage. Armed with rubber gloves and aprons, my grandmother and neighbors slathered each cabbage leaf with the seasoning. And after we worked all day, my grandmother buried the kimchi in her underground clay jar. My grandmother had endured many hardships in her life, but her spirit remained cheerful and tough even in later years. She had indeed aged like fine kimchi. When I bit into the kimchi on my hot dogs, tacos, and pizza, I get a taste of her love. Oh, that's cute. I figured that there would have to be a story behind this book. Prince Edward, kimchi was used to fight a famine in the early days. The spice that kept it from spoiling. Oh, really interesting. Saw an interesting documentary on it. Oh, that's really cool. So here are the ingredients for kimchi: salting the cabbage, slathering it with seasonings, freshly made kimchi, storing in a clay jar underground, and waiting while kimchi ferments. Interesting. The story was a little odd, but I get it. The story was a little odd, but I get it. We learned something about kimchi. Slippery, spicy, tingly. In the comment section, let's see what everybody's thinking. I give this one about an 8. I give it about an 8. All right. We started the live with... Let me get my bearings. We started the live with Little Leaders, Bold Women in Black History. Then we followed that up with I'm Sorry. We're in our Valentine's Day era, so we read The Day It Rained Hearts. And then Slippery, Spicy, Tingly 4. Good one. Yeah, we always learn something fun, huh, Samantha? Some little nugget of information that we didn't know existed, but now we have new foundational knowledge. Chiquita 8, yeah, the story could have been a little bit different, could have been a little bit stronger. Blows Bubba 9, but if it was written from a Korean's perspective, yeah, Yang Suk Choi. If it's written from a Korean's perspective, then that's probably how they understand it. So, 3, the Valentine's Day one was your favorite. I agree. Trump blows Bubba 9. Excellent. All right, let's set the timer for 1 minute. Let's tap, tap, tap. We're at 33K. We're way above our goal that we set for ourselves, 40K. Way above our goal so far. Let's tap, tap. Our goal tonight is 40K. Looks like we're going to make it. You guys are doing a fantastic job. Excellent. All right, let's go back into the stacks and see what we can find. Let's see. We still have a lot of titles left. We still have a lot of titles. Let's read this one. Kaya and the Bees. Kaya and the Bees. We love a good bee book. Look at that pattern. Isn't that pretty? Hey, Dynamic D, welcome in. There's the timer. There's Kaya. I'm the brave type. Like hottest hot pepper brave and furry spider in the basement brave. But one thing super scares me. So there's Kaya. She is giving us a whole bunch of descriptions on how brave she is. Like the hottest hot pepper brave and furry spider in the basement brave. The cat. The little clock here with the smile. And then you got this little poster hanging there. Bees. Bees have stingers. Once I stepped on a bee, barefoot, and it stung me. And right now, thousands of bees live in our roof. Bees, bees, so many bees. Look at all the bees there. There's my roof. Hey, Dynamite D, welcome in. She's scared of bees, and so is the cat. Look at the cat's face. Dad says honeybees are dying, and scientists don't know exactly why. Dad reads bee books and talks about bees non-stop. Fruits and vegetables need to be pollinated to grow, he says. I crunch an apple. Bees pollinated that apple. How about blueberries? Those two, he says, the world needs bees, and that's why we're beekeepers. So there she is with her dad. Dad loves bees, reading all about them. And there's Mom. They're beekeepers by profession. A little family moment. But only he goes on the roof with the beehives, not me. I love seeing when people post about bees. And they bring these crates, and then they've got these little honeycombs in there, and you've got all the bees, and they've got and they get stung, but they don't care. And the kids in my building, I go on and on to tell them I'm a beekeeper, and oh man, they listen. They're eating ice cream. But I get twisty inside because I'm not. Oh, I get twisty inside because I'm not exactly. Then the days turn hot. We're all playing in the hydrant water, and who shows up? A bee. It circles my head, buzzes my ear, and lands, ready, right on my arm. And she is, I'm playing in the sprinklers. I'm crazy, screaming and waving. You're a liar, Marcella says. Hector laughs and says, real beekeepers don't freak out over one little bee. Not that brave. I go inside mad and stompy, and I grab my suit and gloves from the closet. I want to see the bees, I say. Oh, Dad says, let's go check on them now. Dad zips my suit. I put on my hood, gloves, and boots until every jittery inch of me is covered, head to toe and fingertip. Head to toe to the fingertip. I follow behind Dad up the stairs. He pushes open the door. So she's going to take her up to where the bees are at. She's got to face her fears. I know, the poor cat. There on the roof, beehives. Bees crawl in and out of the little hole. Some bees have bright orange and yellow puffs stuck to their legs. They're carrying pollen, Dad says, and he pries open the lid. I think it's so funny when they do like an up close of a bee and it's all pollinated. It's got all that yellow powder all over it. A happy bee. All of a sudden, bees are everywhere. A flying, buzzing, zipping cloud. My hands shoot up to swat. Dad means business. Stay still, Kaya. Breathe. But I hold my breath. Dad pulls a frame from the hive box. Both sides are covered in crawling, wiggling bees. He studies the frames one at a time. Then he pulls a frame and holds it out for me to take. Me, the liar or the brave girl. My head is soaked with sweat. I blink hard. I reach. So he brings out the crates with all the bees. And let's see how she reacts. She's getting a little nervous about it. And here I am, scared to death, but holding 1,000 bees, maybe more, between my own two hands. The bees are electric, buzzing, buzzing, and I'm electric too. Oh, so she faced her fear. Let's find the queen, Dad says. I hunt and hunt. Then I spot her. Dad gives me a thumbs up. So far, so good. Goes in there and opens up that crate. Bees are perched on sticks floating in their water tub. Wait. Bees are perched on sticks floating in their water tub. I watch them balance and sip, and I can't believe they actually look cute. I add fresh water to the tub. Ugh, wet gloves. I strip it off, grab another stick, and the bee stings my finger. Ow! I bawl. Who wouldn't? The bee was alive. It vibrated, and its stinger stuck my skin. Dad scrapes it off. I run water over my finger, and what's left is a mad red patch. I've never ever going near those bees again. So she tried to face her fear. She ended up getting stung by a bee. Dad does the bee chores alone. He invites me every time, but doesn't push me when I say no. One day, he says the honey is ready to harvest. I'll help, I say, but no bees, right? So it's time to harvest the honey. Dad's gonna take her up, but she's like, I think I'll pass this time. We work all day filling jars and mopping. There is honey on the floor, on the table, on my elbow, and on the doorknobs. Who cares? We are laughing about the magic happening right in our kitchen. The honey flows and I want to draw a picture, but no crayon is that golden, and you can't draw the smell of warm, sweet honey filling our apartment. So they are bee curators, making all that honey. It's interesting. It's a mystery, isn't it? Dad says. I feel it too. That a bee, just a bitty insect with one stinger, 2 pairs of wings, and 6 hairy legs, can make honey. While Dad goes back up on the roof, I lift the honey jars so the sun sparkles through, and I line them up dreamy on the windowsills. Then I spy something crawling up the curtain. So she takes all that good honey, places them at the jar or on the windowsill, and there's a little bee right there. Clayton wants its honey back. A bee! Wait, 2! I screech, grab a swatter, and wrap myself in a towel like a mummy. I watch every move. She's gonna protect herself. Those bees nose from one corner of the glass to the other and along the edges like they're hunting. Maybe they don't want to sting me. Maybe they want a way out. That's all. I put down the swatter. You're not gonna kill him after all. Then I wrestle the creaky old window open just an inch, and those bees fly out. Look at them. The little bee's knees. Dad and I go for a walk when the sun is setting. I'll go on the roof again, I tell him. I will, because bees are amazing and scary and mysterious, and we need them. And when I say those bees' words, And when I say those B words and the me words, nothing inside me is twisty. Because now something inside me is brave. She faced her fear. She faced her fear. She got stung, but she learned from it. The end. Kaya and the Bees. This is a good one. I would give this one an 8. A generous 8. A generous 8. All right, in the comment section, let's see what everybody is thinking. We started with Little Leaders, Bold Women in Black History, 1. I'm Sorry, 2. It's Raining Hearts, The Day It Rained Hearts, 3. 4, Slippery, Spicy, Tingly. Actually, the first one we don't count as a book because it was just like a little excerpt. And then Kaya and the Bees. In the comment section, let's say this one's 5. In the comment section, let's see what everybody's thinking. Prince Hairflip, 3. Samantha, 3. Wild Faith, 4. Okay, let's set the timer for 1 minute. You guys far exceeded your goal of 40K. We're at 41. You guys did a fantastic job. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. Okay, we have less than a minute. Let's tap, tap, tap. Everybody, tap, tap if you haven't fallen asleep. Tap, tap, tap away. Let's see how high we can get. Let's see them hearts flutter on the side here. We do still have 10 out of 20. We do have some dolphins there that we can purchase. We're halfway at our goal there. Let's see if we can reach that goal. Hey, Marie, welcome in. We're just finishing up the East Coast feed. We will be back for the West Coast feed. Alrighty, everybody. Thank you so much for the 42K 1,000 likes. It's very much appreciated. You guys did a fantastic job today. We achieved our goal and went 2K over. If you're on the East Coast and you're getting ready for bed, have yourself a good night. If you're going to stay up, we'll be back on again in about 50 minutes, and then close to an hour, where we will have all fresh new titles and Valentine's Day titles. Marie, 9 o'clock our time. So right now it's 8:05, so at 9 o'clock I'll pop back on. 4 titles. We usually finish around like 10:05, 10:10, something like that. Alrighty, everyone, have yourselves a good night, and we will see you in a bit.